Well, joining us this morning is Brian Anderson, the Senior Vice President of PNC Wealth Management, and we're talking about a topic to many of us near and dear, retirement. And, you know, with Wall Street on such a roller coaster ride, we want to talk to Brian today about, when it comes to investing, the rules have really changed, haven't they?
They have. Investing for retirement is not what it used to be. When you think about the fact that Social Security is going to be a question mark for people. Right. Will it be there to support us in retirement? And how do we put aside money for savings in lieu of that Social Security? It's important to get started early, and it's important to have a good investment strategy for your retirement.
All right, let's just start with how much should you have in retirement to be comfortable in retirement, or is there a number? Just depends on the person?
Well, there isn't really one number that fits everyone. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It's more, everybody has a different set of needs and different retirement goals, but it all starts out with setting a retirement plan strategy. And what I mean by that is it's important to understand what you want to do in your retirement years. Remember, we're going to be living more years in retirement the older we're getting and the longer lifespans that we're living. So it's more about deciding what you want to do in your retirement years and how many of those years there's going to be. Do you want to travel in retirement? Do you want to relocate to a warmer climate? We're all thinking about that this time of year.
Sure.
Or do you simply want to spend more time with your family and friends? Those are important considerations that you need to think about in helping you design a strategy that will get you to a number that you'll need for retirement.
What's the average age of retirement now? I know it keeps going up and up and up.
It is. It's at about 65 right now, and that's just the average. But your goal should be based on when do you want to retire. And for some people, they enjoy working and they want to spend more years doing what they enjoy doing. Some people want to get out a little bit earlier. Of course, they're going to have to save more earlier in their lives. You know,
the talk that I have among my peers is like, we're looking, is Social Security even going to be there? What would you answer?
Well, it is a big question mark, and there's so many variables there, it's hard to even get your arms around whether the Social Security program will be there in its current form. It may still be there, but providing a lot lower benefit to retirees 20, 30 years from now. So really it comes down to taking retirement planning into your own hands and doing what you can today to effectively save your own money for retirement.
Well, let's talk about that. What are the 5 things that we need to be doing right now, regardless of your age? Obviously, you say the earlier the better, but let's say you're my age, in my 50s, and don't have a whole lot stocked away.
Well, it's never too late to start saving for retirement or to start planning for retirement. But let me give you an example of how important it is to start early. I have a 22-year-old son who's just getting started in the working world, and if he saves $4,000 per year for a 40-year period of time until he's 62, and on average he can earn a return of 8%, which may sound high given today's environment, but historically 8% is a realistic number. If he can do that for those 40 years until age 62, he'll have $1 million saved for retirement. If he waits 10 years to get started with that savings program until he's 32, in order to get that same $1 million at age 62, he'll have to save $8,800 a year, more than twice as much as if he started at 22.
What's some of the other things we can be doing?
Well, it's important to have a good strategy in mind. As we talked about, retirement planning starts with knowing what you want to do and working with a well-qualified, licensed financial advisor that can help you to get to the right strategy. As I say, everyone should have a different strategy that's custom-made, and a good licensed financial representative is someone who can help you get there. You want to find someone who's trustworthy and somebody who's experienced in working with people and setting retirement planning goals.
But you still haven't answered my question about what do you do if you don't have a whole lot and you're in your 40s and your 50s and you're looking at retirement here at 65 or 70 or 72, whatever the age is going to be at that time.
Well, if in working with a licensed financial representative you identify that you're not going to be able to have enough to live in the retirement manner that you'd like at age 65 in 10 or 15 years, whatever that is, you'll have to come up with another way to supplement your income. And that gets back to looking at, what kind of a career do I want to have in my retirement years? It'll be kind of half and half maybe to supplement that income.
So I'm just really hoping my children become extremely successful and will take care of me in my older age.
Right. Not a bad strategy, but one you might not want to rely on.
Well, Brian, some good advice. Any other advice for us here before we sign off?
One last thing. Remember, it's a long-term game. For most people, taxes and inflation are 2 things you need to consider when you're putting together your retirement plan strategy. They can eat away at some of that retirement savings that you put aside, and again, a good financial advisor can help you navigate through where those options are. And lastly, take advantage of your your employer's retirement plans. If you're working currently now, make sure that your employer is, you're taking advantage of the employer's programs for you, such as a 401k and any others that they may have. Make sure you're giving the most amount you can to maximize the match that the employer may offer on your retirement plan. That's very important.
Brian Anderson from PNC, thank you for your good on-your-side advice today.
Thank you.